Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 62. So I do want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I just wanted to say that so that I didn't forget. I am going to only show finished objects in this video. I'm not going to show any whips because, well, I have started one new project that you all have not seen, but I have not worked on my doll dress, and I barely did any progress on my husband's blanket. So that's the only two active whips that I have not finished. So I'm just going to show finishes. I didn't do a podcast last week because I hurt my finger. I tried to make myself crochet and I just could not. But it did get better after a couple days. I smashed it, and the bone right here was just hurting so bad, so I couldn't hold my yarn. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started and quit blabbering. So the first thing that I got finished is my giraffe. Oh my goodness, I love him. I love him so much. So in the pattern, they made this little giraffe a girl, and I decided to leave the eyelashes off and the nostrils off here so that he was a boy. I wanted him to be a boy, and this was a French pattern that I translated to English. I also found some like guides or like translating different terms, and I will have those down below. It's like a chart, with different terms, just in case you're interested. There's one that has multiple different languages on it, which is really helpful, because sometimes you see a pattern in a different language and or in my opinion, I seen this and I was like, I really want to make that, and then I was like, oh no, it's in French. But I took the time and I was able to make it, and now that I have translated that pattern, I will be able to make it again if I ever decide to as well, because I really love how this turned out. And let me tell you what that I used first before I get ahead of myself. So this was called Diane the Giraffe, and I guess I'm going to call him Daryl because he's a boy. But this is out of Adorable Animals by Marie Clessy. I'm not sure how to say her last name, but the whole entire book is in French. Now, I did see on Amazon that she has some of her books. It's like Adorable Fruits and Vegetables or something like that. That is in English. So maybe one day she will release this one in English as well. That would be so much fun, because I would totally buy it again. I did buy the Kindle version and it didn't cost very much because I had some Amazon credit. So I have more of her patterns in there that I would love to make because they are all so cute. But this one I made using a 2.75 millimeter hook, and I used dropped saffron yarn in number 10 yellow and number 22 light brown. And I think those safety eyes are like a 7 millimeter safety eye. I'm not really for sure. I can't remember. Now, I loved how this pattern was constructed. So you made the legs and then you connected them together with the belly, and then like the whole entire body all the way up the neck is one piece. So this whole lower portion from my finger all the way down is one piece. But you leave when you do the head, there's a hole that you leave open in the head to where that you don't even have to guess where to sew on the head. So that was just awesome. I loved it. And like I said, there are other patterns in that book that I want to do later on. Now, it's not a cakewalk to translate a pattern sometimes. Like Google Translate's really good about translating it partially, but there's still some things that you kind of have to know. But it wasn't too awful difficult. Now, I did do the spots different. She wanted you to crochet circles and sew them on, but I seen a video. Now, I didn't really follow that video. I watched it and then I tried to do it from memory, so it didn't work out. But I did find a video where that you cross stitch the spots on, and I was like, that's really cool. I want to try that. And that's what I did. I just tried to cross stitch the spots on. I didn't do that great of a job. Obviously you can still see the yellow peeping through there, but it was fun. It was fun to do, and I think that I would do that again on another animal. Like I said, you're really seeing that yellow poking through there, but when I'm just looking at it, it's not that bad. But I am not a cross stitcher at all. Like, I know I did that wrong. I should have rewatched the video and you know, followed it to do it, but it's okay. I think it turned out all right. I did give it a little tail there. And I don't think I followed the pattern for that either. I just did a chain. I just hooked my yarn straight into the tail end there and just chained, and then added some little brown to the bottom of the tail. But everything else was followed completely from the pattern, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It does stand. You kind of have to adjust its legs a little bit to get it to stand, but it does stand really well. And I love it so much. I think it's so cute. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy with it. So there is my Diane the Giraffe. And she's all finished. Now the next thing that I made, I was gifted this Motif book in a Happy Meal video that I released, and I love it. I love it so much. And when I seen this, I knew that the first one that I wanted to do was that one right there, that owl, because my sister loves owls. And Ronnie, because Ronnie was the one that gifted me this, whenever she sent me about the book, she also sent me a picture of one of them that she had done. I think it was this butterfly right here that she had done. And I told her, I was like, that's so pretty. It needs to be in a frame. So when I went to the Dollar Tree, I got a frame and I put it in a frame. Now I haven't blocked it. I just wanted to see what it looked like in the frame. But this is how I'm going to gift it. So my daughter had like black construction paper. I think felt probably would have looked better, like darker, like it would have been darker than the construction paper. But I just put that on there because I really liked how they did it in the book on that black background. It really makes the, you can see the detail work in it a whole lot better. But I'm going to take it out and go back and block it to where that, like, this part, you know, needs blocked. It just needs starched and blocked to look better. But for now, I just had it in there so that it wouldn't get dirty. And I'm gonna give this to my sister next time I see her. But they have really nice frames at the Dollar Tree. And I really like this one a lot. And I had only got one. And I told my husband, I was like, why did I only get one of those? I was like, you should go to the Dollar Tree and get me some more of those frames. And I was just joking, you know. But the next day I woke up and he had went and got me one. He said that they only had one left. And he got it for me so I can make my other sister one now too. And I'm not sure which one that I'm going to make for her. But I want to make my other sister one too. But these are so cute, and this little owl worked up so fast. Patterns were written so well, and this is an older book. It says it was printed in 2010, so I'm not sure if it was like a reprint in 2010 or what. So for some reason, my video just stopped. Just stopped right when I was talking. But this is called 50 Pineapple Crochet Motifs by Jean Leinhauser and Ferosa Harold, and it's by Leisure Arts. And for this little owl, in case I didn't say, I used a 3mm hook, and I used Mary Maxim. It's like bedspread cotton or something. It was a cone that I have, and it's in the color Ecru, and I used it's like a size 3. So, and this is a 4x6 frame. So that is that. And then the next thing that I finished is also from some Happy Meal that I got. I just couldn't wait. I had to dig into these patterns, and it is crocheted fashion doll toilet tissue covers. Now, I'm not going to use it to cover toilet tissue or toilet paper, cover. I'm not going to use it as that, but I did really enjoy making the doll dress, and I made this one right here, which is called Belle in Blue. So this one right here, I had my daughter, I asked her, I was like, will you go in there and pick out some yarn for one of these dolls? And this is the one that she wanted me to do, and she picked out the colors. I wanted to do one to match the little bag that Marie gifted me, but I don't have a color of yarn that color, so I'm gonna have to take it with me to like the yarn store and try to find a color that's similar to that. But this is what she chose, and this little book is by American School of Needlework, and like I said, it is a vintage book. Let's see, I don't know if it tells. It was made in 1997. But this one uses worsted weight yarn, so that's very exciting for me because I love to look at stuff. Like, I love to look at the Barbie patterns that are made with thread and stuff, but I know that I might not ever be able to make those, even though I would love to. I would love to, but I know my eyes aren't very good, so that I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. So when I seen this one was made out of worsted weight yarn, I loved it. So this is the colors that she chose, and I was like, I don't know about that, was what I was thinking, but she always does a really good job picking out colors. And this is actually a Fibercraft Barbie doll that I was gifted, and I love it. I think she's very pretty. So it's pretty much the same size as any regular Barbie doll though, but I used a 3.75 millimeter hook, which is an F hook, and that is what the pattern called for. And this is Big Twist yarn in the color Hunter Green and Forest Green for that. And then I used these silk flowers, or I think they're called satin ribbon flowers, to decorate the dress. And I did put a button on the back there. That's the smallest button that I had. I need to buy some little tiny buttons, but that's the smallest one that I had, and I haven't went through and fixed her hair or anything. And no, I was like, does she have a hat? But she didn't have a hat. So I just hot glued all these little flowers on, and I think that it turned out really cute. I didn't have any like big flowers, like they use big flowers, but I didn't have anything like that, so I just went with what that I had. And my daughter was saying that I should put some around the waist, but I don't know if I will or not. But I really like how it turned out. I didn't put any on the back, I just put them on the front. Now this does fit really well, but I do think that if I make this one again, where that this is supposed to go over like a toilet tissue cover, I do think that I will not increase as much at the hips, so that it won't be so big, you know. Let's see what else. And I also wrote, because I always write notes in my little journal. So here's my little journal here that I keep. But I always write notes, and I did mention maybe switching hook sizes when I get to the dress part to give it a bit better drape. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just a suggestion that I gave myself whenever I did this. But I love her, and I had a lot of fun making this. I really just love doll dresses. I don't have kids in my life that play with dolls or anything. So they're just for me for now. But eventually my niece will get older, and she will play with Barbies and stuff, and I can make dresses for her. So that's what I tell myself to make up for the fact that I just love dolls. And so the next thing that I finished is my country bunny. I finished my country bunny, and oh my gosh, I love her so much. And this is out of, isn't she adorable? I love her. So this comes out of this little digest size. I guess this is like Vintage Pattern Crochet Podcast Day. But this came out of this little digest sized magazine, and it's called Crochet Home. And it is number 27. And let's see. It is February to March of 1992. And I made the country bunnies that were in here, which is by Jocelyn Sass. And I have tried to find this online, and I can't find it online. Now, I was told that a lot of these vintage patterns are on Etsy. There are people selling them on there as PDFs, but I'm not sure how that works. But I did want to mention that because I was told that. So, but this little bunny was so much fun to make. Like, not only did I enjoy making the bunny, but I really enjoyed making the dress as well. It did take a long time because it's a lot of stitches, but I really love how it turned out. So I used a 3mm hook on the bunny and the dress, and I used 10mm eyes. I used the Brava Sport yarn in the color Almond for the bunny. This gray is called Dove Heather, and then this pinky purple color is called Fairy Tale. I did leave off some rows in the head to make the head of the bunny a little more rounded. I did mention that in my last time I showed it, but everything else I did do the same. And I also left off a couple rows on the length of this part of the dress. I think it wanted me to do like 6 rows, and I only did 4. And then I added this shell border on my own. I think that it was just a single crochet trim, and all of the trim work in the book was done with crochet thread, but I just used regular yarn, and I think it looks fine. I did, you can't really see, but I did go around the top of the neck there with it too. It was kind of tucked under her chin. And then I love the way that this dress was constructed. I also mentioned that last time I showed her. But the sleeves, you don't have to go back and add the sleeves. Like it's all connected. And it's really neat how that this person did that dress pattern. Like, it was a lot of fun to make. I really did enjoy it. And this is what the little bunny looks like. One of her legs want to kind of kick sideways. But that is not the designer's fault. That is mine. I am sure. But I love her. And she does, like, sit really well. She does stand, kind of. The dress kind of holds her up a little bit. But I really do love her. And Kathleen, hi Kathleen, she suggested whenever I showed this last, she said that she could just see a little flower on the bunny's head. And I was like, yes, I think I'll do a flower, because I was going to do a bow, but I just made up that little flower to match the dress. And I think it looks really cute. I really, really, really enjoyed making this pattern. I just love her, and I know that I will want to make more of these. Like, a lot of times I will make a pattern one time and I'll never make it again, or it may be 5 or 6 years before I make it again. But this is definitely one of those that I can make multiples of and not get tired of it. Also, have other patterns that I feel that way about too. So this is definitely an awesome pattern, and I hope that maybe one day I will be able to find it and share it with you all online. But like I said, for now, I haven't been able to find it. But there is my little country bunny, and I love her so much. I'm so happy with her. And then the last thing that I made, my niece came over with my dad, and every time she comes, I always send some of my Amy's home with her, because I don't get to see them a whole lot, and she has a little brother and a little sister. And I told her, I was like, you keep which ones you want, and then you give the rest of them to your little brother and your little sister. And when my nephew got them, my sister sent me the cutest little video of them oh, it just melted my heart. That's why crochet is for kids. I mean, that's the whole point. Crocheting is for that feeling when somebody loves what you make. And but he asked her, he's like, can she make anything? And she's like, yeah, she can make anything. No, I can't make anything, but I will try. And she sent me a picture of some kind of character that he wanted, and I have no idea what it's from, no clue whatsoever, but there was a bunch of different characters on this picture, and she asked me if I could make it. Well, I tried to find patterns for them, and I couldn't find patterns. And I said, well, one of them I think I can make because it looks like a jellyfish. And so I did make one, and it's like a monsters that he likes. I don't know if it's a video game or something on YouTube that he watches. I'm not sure, but it's like a one-eyed jellyfish is what it looks like, except it only has 4, I guess they're arms, I'm not sure. So I used a 3.75mm hook on this, and I used Big Twist in the color Burnt Orange. And this right here is a 24mm safety eye. And I did loosely follow a jellyfish pattern, but not really. I mean, I just kind of looked at the pattern and I was like, okay, well, that's how it's constructed. I can do that. And then I didn't really follow the pattern. I just increased and then did as many rows as I thought to make it look like this. The picture that he sent me wasn't indented as much at the bottom. And then I just did some shells around there and chains and tied them on and called it a day. So it is closed up on the bottom there. It's kind of cute though. I mean, it's like a one-eyed monster, jellyfish monster. And it was really easy, and it was fun. It was fun to do, and I sent her a picture of it, and she said that he will love it. So I hope that he does, and I'm sure he'll be wanting me to make more. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how adventurous I am. That was about as adventurous as it gets as far as crocheting something without a pattern, really. I do have 2 little things that I want to show you that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if anybody has ever showed these before, but I've never seen these before at my Dollar Tree, and they're little Pom Pom Makers. So there's a tiny one, a medium-sized one, and then they also had a big one. And I just picked these up because I thought they looked fun. Whenever I got that picture frame, I just grabbed these, so maybe you all can find some Pom Pom Makers, or maybe I'm late to the game because I don't go anywhere really except for work or the grocery store. So I hadn't been there in a while. So yeah, you all may already have seen these, maybe old news, but I was excited to find some Pom Pom Makers because usually when I make pom-poms, I wrap it around my phone to make a pom-pom, or like a remote or something, and that will save me the trouble of having to do that. So I will insert the winner for my hidden giveaway clip, and I will insert that right here so that you can find out who won. So now I'm going to pick the winner for the hidden giveaway on my Happy Mail video. So this was all sponsored by Marie. So thank you so much, Marie, not only for giving me those patterns, but also allowing me to pay it forward to someone else. And I really hope that whoever wins will love those patterns as much as I do. So I do have the comment picker thing on my phone here, and I'm going to try to screen record that so that I can insert it into my video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the URL, include comment replies, filter duplicate names, it's already selected, filter comments based on a specific text, and that word was monkey. So you had to have the word monkey in your comment in order to be entered. Now I'm going to get YouTube comments. There was only 11, so that's good news. That means that you have a better chance of winning. And now I'm going to start the raffle. And it's Alana. Alana Hawkins, you are the winner of the giveaway. And She said, "Hi, Julie, Monkey. I want these patterns so bad. I have wanted them since seeing you and one other YouTuber post pictures of them and some finished dolls. Such a special Happy Mail gift you have gotten. It feels like we are sitting together in your home and you are sharing some beautiful yarny mail. Love seeing all these things. Oh, I almost forgot. I love that tiny turtle. So stinking cute. It was, wasn't it? Keep crocheting, yarny friend. I think your to-do list just got bigger, and it did. It got a lot bigger. But that is completely fine. I have my whole entire life to work out of these patterns and make these beautiful things. So congratulations, Alana. I'm so happy that I'm able to do this, and that that you'll be able to enjoy these patterns. And like I said, I hope that you love them as much as I do. I will need you to email me. My email is in the description box of my video. So just email me and we will get that package shipped out to you as soon as possible. So I'm going to send you all back to the regular video. So I am so happy that I was able to do that little giveaway. I did want to say, I did have somebody ask me, how did I come up with the word monkey? And seeing the way that some of you all used that word in your comments was just so much fun. I really enjoyed it, and I thank you all so much for participating in that. But if you could have seen the unedited version of that video, I was like sitting here looking around. I was thinking, I can't say a word that I've said or I've been talking about. And I did have some little monkeys, or I had a little monkey that was sitting over here, and I was like, monkey, I'll say monkey. So there's the little story behind how I came up with that word. But that's all that I have for you all. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and like I said, happy Mother's Day to all of those mommies out there. I'm going to definitely enjoy spending the day with my daughters and my husband tomorrow, and I just want to say thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you in another video. Bye!